Yeah, bro, that's hilarious.
Yeah, bro.
It's hilarious. I'm sorry.
This hat offline is too big, so I stapled it. You know, we're just trying to make it.
It's like you got the natural monk thing going on right now.
Well, that and Jewish.
Yeah.
My stepdad's like, you fucking.
Got a yarmulke on, goddamn it.
Like, thanks, George.
I'm here to fight back. Yeah, I'm here to fight back. Kodak. Hey, for now. Taylor about the fucking flex. They say you wild, B. Yeah, I know. Then they ask why I'm always wildin' out.
This is the Kung Fu Hustle. Let me turn the TV down. We are your hosts, Hateful J. Got my dog with me. Y'all know who that is. Introduce yourself, dog.
It's Cold Cut.
Cold Cut.
Happy to be here, man.
You still out here slanging man butter? Anyway.
I am. I'm doing what I can for society and my family.
I'm not even gonna get into it.
Loved ones.
We are back again, y'all, and so is the NBA. So is the MLB. NFL is on its way. What other sports we got, man?
Baseball started.
Yep.
Our Cincinnati Reds, started off won 7-1 against the Detroit Tigers.
Oh, I ain't hear that. Good shit.
Yeah, they played well offensively, defensively. Little shout out. My new favorite player, his name is Shogo Akiyama. It's a Japanese player. They signed him this year, 3-year, $21 million.
Yeah, you got to be good with that name, dog.
He had a really good catch yesterday on a hard fly ball. He's an outfielder. Normally going to play center field, but they had him in left last night.
Yeah. Who you think got the most phenoms culture-wise? When you get the Cuban baseball players or the Japanese cats that come over?
I think it's all well-rounded.
Because they come out of the pocket.
Cuba,
they
Dominican
come out like
Republic,
they was born with baseball.
Latinos in general are very good. Normally, you see a lot of them as shortstops because of their coordination. Very coordinated, kind of smaller.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It'd be natural. It'd be like second nature.
One of my favorite Latin shortstops was Rafael Furcal for the Atlanta Braves. He was a pit bull, man, and he was there. He was a stud.
Yeah, bro. That shit's crazy. Anyway, man, we chopping bricks right now, guys.
Yeah,
so we gonna give it. We got a little rundown of nonsense that's been going on. You know what this is. Where you want to start, bro? Because it's.
I'll take your lead. Let's go with it.
I'm gonna go off the cuff. You know what I mean?
Off the cuff.
Off the paper, because I want to talk about this because it's part of it's it's not really funny, but Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion situation. Have you heard about this shit?
I have. Now, Megan Thee Stallion, I'm not very detailed into the story.
Yeah.
But I heard that she got shot twice in the foot.
Yes. So they were at a party. Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion. If y'all don't know, they were hanging together a lot. People would speculate they were dating, whatever.
Right.
I don't know nothing about that. But they were at a party with Kylie Jenner. And the story goes that Tory was, kicking it with Kylie, and Meg got jealous and started throwing them things on him, and he shot her in the foot twice. Or
Boom.
3 times, whatever it was.
She looked like she
Can whoop his ass,
She
bro.
looked like she kind of ragdolled him a little bit, I feel like.
Man, homie's like 5'5", bro.
And not even that. She just looks like she bowed it.
Yeah. I mean, she definitely.
And I told you a little secret about her. She likes anime. She wants you to eat her out while she's watching anime.
Oh, yeah. She gonna whoop your ass then. She trying moves.
She makes a list off that
She was
alone.
trying moves. Like, the story's funny, but it's not because somebody got hurt. But, I had to bring it up, man, because I can't imagine the feeling of, like, a girl with my ass and me having to pull out a gun to get up out of that shit.
Well, the famous scene in Harlem Nights.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Now
damn.
I'm going to have to cut you.
Damn, and he shot her in the foot.
The pinky toe.
I ain't even think about that, bro. This motherfucking life is a movie for real.
For real, man.
I just had to bring it up because that's a strange circumstance. Y'all already out partying in COVID. Y'all got Kylie Jenner. Like, that's a weird assortment of people. And then, somebody gets shot in the foot, man. Y'all need to calm down.
Better be shot in the foot than anywhere else, though.
Yeah, I mean, definitely.
Seriously.
You know what I mean? But, any advice to y'all, just don't get shot at all.
If I was ever a cop, which I would never be, but if I was ever a cop, I'd have a record for foot shots.
Oh, yeah?
Because it's a win-win.
What you gonna do? What? Pow! Get your ass in the car. I told you.
Yeah, you're fine. Let me cuff him. Johnson, take him downtown.
Johnson. It's always a Johnson on the force.
I'm serious, though. I'd be shooting toes.
Shoot them toes, dog. I mean, they shooting a lot more than that now.
Have you stubbed your toe in the middle of the night?
Yeah.
It will paralyze.
That's
you
the
imagine
worst.
one of them just being missing?
Whether it's the big toe or the pinky, bro, they all hurt, son.
The big one hurts more up. The pinky, you just like, oh, it's broke this time.
Yeah.
I broke it.
The pinky go numb. It hurt for like 2 minutes, then it's just like I don't feel it.
Hey,
no
the
more.
other one throbs and aches.
Yeah, for sure. Moving on, man. These life inside the bubble vids, man. Like I said, the NBA's back.
Mm-hmm.
And we probably a little late, but when they first got in the bubble, bro, it was so many videos going up. J.R. Smith put videos up. JaVale McGee was pretty much posting vids every day.
Yeah, I didn't watch any of them.
And it was the greatest entertainment. If you watch any, go like YouTube J.R. Smith, Life Inside the Bubble, like day one, I think. And that shit's funny.
I'll check it out.
That shit is funny. Like, but they eating good, bro. They living good.
But think about
some
it,
of the
man.
food was like
these
subpar,
guys-
so they was making fun of it. But Pat Bev, he was in there. He was actually like he was like, the bubble's what you make it. The bubble's what you make
the
it.
bubble's what you
And he was
make
just
it.
showing his room, and his room wasn't even crazy. Everybody else got like big setups. He just had his laptop and Xbox controller, simple. But he had the mind state like, bubble's what you make it. But it was funny because
Right.
it's Pat Bev.
Well, you know, a lot of them have a lot of static in their life, so this is probably refreshing.
Bro, this little vacay.
Hey, man.
Bro, the resort,
you ain't got to
the
worry about
lobby.
you ain't got to worry about your kids, your wife. You ain't got.
Yeah, the lobby, the resort is top notch. It's the NBA.
Yeah.
And they at the fucking Disneyland.
Well, they spent $150 million building said bubble, or however they,
yeah.
adapted
Mm-hmm.
$150 million to make it right.
That's a lot of bread.
I heard the other day they had 437 negative testing for COVID,
Nice.
so it's working.
Yeah. Yeah.
And baseball is playing, so NBA is going to be playing. So I hope the NFL follows suit. Now, the only thing that I don't think things with the NCAA, because it's kids, man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you just
You're
don't
not
know.
talking about professionals, and you don't know.
Yeah.
So.
And since we talking about COVID, good leeway. I've been hearing. Sorry about the stutter. I've been hearing stuff about a vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a vaccine person. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even get flu shots. I just don't. I can't call it conspiracy. I don't know why. It's not my thing. I don't really do that.
Mm-hmm.
But are you going to take the vaccine, dog?
No.
If it's mandatory,
If it's mandatory, I think we have to take it.
What does that entail, though? Like, they're gonna be arresting motherfuckers if they don't take
Well,
it?
I don't know. See, when I was in the Army and I got the vaccinations, you had a choice to accept or deny taking the anthrax injection, which is what they give beef cattle to prevent certain diseases.
Right.
I declined
Mm-hmm.
because I felt like up until that, I'm fairly healthy.
Yeah.
I get sick every once in a while, starting to get a little bit of a smoker's raspiness, but
Yep.
that's its own personal. But the point that I'm trying to make, each person should be given yay or nay.
Yeah.
You can't make, because you're taking away our freedom.
Yeah. 100%.
And I feel some germs are good, man.
I mean,
I wash my hands.
our body
I
does
live
adapt,
a
and
clean,
grow immunities, and you know what I'm saying, shit like that. So,
shower daily.
and speaking on that, so there's a lot of theories. School coming back, and my conspiracy brain that don't come from nothing else, no outside influence, it's just how I think about shit. With kids going back to school, and then the vaccine, and then it's just theorized that it'll be mandatory. Are you ready for your kids to go back to school, bro? Well, your oldest boy anyway.
I think fear plays a role in this with me, is that I don't want my kids to be afraid.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, the new norm now, I don't think we'll ever go back. It will never be this, but that's okay too. This country does a good job of adapting.
Yeah.
They're slower on some things, obviously.
Right.
But I give human beings credit that they can adapt and overcome. And, most people are for the good. And
Yeah.
you have a certain percentage, it's not. And that covers every human race.
And that's what worries me is the ignorance of a lot of people, because you're seeing a lot of ignorance now. You know what I mean? Like,
To say, like, some of the stuff that's coming out to be like, oh, no, that's not true,
yeah.
then I don't think you're allowing yourself to be open to the possibility. You're already shut down.
And you're not
because of
keeping
this or-
yourself safe either.
You're not.
You can't be safe if you just
must-
nah.
Well, and then you have to be aware.
Yeah.
I tell my wife all the time when she goes to the grocery store by herself, always be aware.
Yeah. Bro, I say that every fucking day here.
I'm serious, man.
Because that was drilled into my head from my mama.
It's just a good
She was
thing.
like, always watch your surroundings. Always pay attention to the people around you. Always this. Like every day. And I'm like 7 years old.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying, but at that age, it's just like, ain't nobody around me, anybody. Okay. But it kind of made me paranoid as a kid, too. But once you learn what that means as an adult, is exactly what you're saying. It's just,
Yeah.
covering your bases just in case.
Well, it's kind of like erring on the side of caution.
Yeah.
Right? There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, better safe than sorry. I made a little post about the better safe than sorry to shit like last week because, like you said, to not believe, you know what I mean? And my problem with it is just people assuming they know everything. Because you know my stance on it too is like, I don't believe it's everything they say, but guess who's just going to do all the right stuff? You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Because I don't know shit. That's just what in my head. I don't fucking know what's going on for real.
I don't either.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I can honestly say that, but that's what worries me too about sending my kids back to school is like, they're around all these other people who I don't know where y'all come from. I don't know what y'all own. I don't know if y'all have proper practice. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to expose my kids to nothing they can't control.
I saw a meme that said it's okay to be on an airplane, but it's not okay for people to be in a classroom.
Yeah.
So I get that.
I get that too.
You know, and I don't have all the answers. All I know is whatever facet it goes into, the Smiths will adapt and we'll make it work. I feel for the single parents. I feel for
yeah, it's bad, bro.
The people who work first shift while their kids at school so they don't have to pay babysitting bills, and Lord knows it's so much money.
Yeah,
it's
bro.
So much money, man.
And that's where the problem's at. That's why, you know, like people should be focused more on the people that really are affected by this
like
shit.
Single parents right now are struggling.
Yeah, it can't be good.
And then like we talked about before the show started, Patrick Mahomes signed the $500 million contract. He's making $137,000 a day.
A day, bro.
A day.
It's crazy. It's still that much money to go around. I've always thought it was crazy how much money goes around in athletics, though. I've always thought that.
We're talking about entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a lady off of Houston Road. I went to Home Depot, picked up a table and stuff. And there was a woman with a baby in a baby carrier underneath a tree getting on Houston who said, I'm broke. I'm a single parent, need milk. I gave her a $20 bill.
Yeah.
That shit, and it might be a setup. It might be. I don't do it for.
No.
It's just like, you know what, here. Boom. She's like, and she was Indian, which was kind of weird.
Yeah. That's a
but
heart.
that doesn't.
That's a heart move. That's a soul move. Like, that shit spoke to you like, all right, I'm going to do what I can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm not. Yes.
Ain't expecting no reward. You
nothing.
Know what I mean?
I don't need nothing. I didn't even mean to bring it up, but the point I'm trying to make is there's people struggling.
Yeah.
And we all got to help each other, man.
Yeah. You got to stop bitching about what ifs and what we thinks and, like, just be good people, dog. Like, it ain't hard out here, man. You know what I mean? That's what FBS is all about. FBS Studios, you know what I'm saying? CONVO hosts, we try to do the same. We get a little deeper with it so we can say these things to y'all, but, you know, gosh.
Just two guys talking, and to be honest with you, everybody just needs to take a step back and just love your family, bro.
Yeah.
Like, this is the most time I've spent with my kids and forever.
Me too, bro.
And I love it.
Yeah. Like, it was a piece missing.
Bro, we went to
It was a piece missing before this, like, not having that time, and I've had it.
Yo, bro, I'm crazy. So we go to my wife's brothers for the weekend up by Akron. They have an autistic son, and then they have a daughter, Edie, who's precious.
Yeah.
But I was sitting there, and I was like, man, I need to come up with a game. So, bro, I was stoned as shit. I said, new game is called Hold a Hole.
Hold a Hole. Whoa.
Yeah. So you got one guy with a Nerf gun with 3 darts.
Okay.
You stand butt to butt, which is I called Hold a Hole. And when somebody goes 1, 2, 3, you take 10 paces away from each other. Yeah. And you scatter 10 paces, and then you turn around. You have 3 shots.
Yeah.
Each person outside has 3 strikes, you're out. Last person standing wins.
Right.
And you rotate the shooter. So
I like
everybody's going through it.
I like that.
Bro, I remember, so Saturday night we were leaving Sunday morning. His name's Abbott. He fucking loves me. I love him.
Right.
He walks up to me and he goes,
Excuse me.
Uncle Will, we going to play Hold a Hole before you go home back to Kentucky?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, definitely. So then Jenna's like, hey, we got to leave in the morning. I was like, no. I said, hold on, let him wake Abbott up.
Yeah.
So we played another.
Yeah, that's fire though. That's fire though. He'll remember that shit though.
But that's the thing, man. Time is better because I'm not pressing.
Yeah. Like nobody's pressed. I mean, people are pressed, but you shouldn't be pressed, man.
No, man.
If anything, take from this is that you kind of should slow down and enjoy what the fuck's right in front of you. You know what I mean? You gotta chill with the chase and the bullshit. Anywho, speaking of the chase and the bullshit, I don't know if y'all remember Hurricane Chris. Hey, baby. If y'all if you don't know, then y'all know. But and this happened like maybe a month or two ago, but I forgot dude existed You know what I'm saying? As it goes with, you know, human beings. But he probably got arrested, man. You know, caught a body as they say, I should say.
Do you hear what his defense was?
I heard that he was trying to, somebody was trying to rob him, but that was supposed to be a lie or some shit.
Because
he said he was trying to defend himself.
The car that he's talking about was stolen from Texas.
Okay. Oh, it was carjacking. Okay. Yeah.
But he was trying to say it was self-defense.
What do you think?
I don't know. I wasn't there. It's just between him and that man and God.
Yeah. Facts.
That's where, like I said, my brother-in-law Luke, Abbott's dad, he says there's no such thing as truth.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
and it sucks because everything can be argued, right?
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but that's the way it is. They think it's a system of checks and balances, but I don't know.
Nah, it's pure judgment.
And some control.
Yeah, that's all it is. But yeah, bro, that kind of shocked me. Not really, but it kind of I'm like, damn, Hurricane Chris. And then I kind of went back to the A Bay remix. We had Jada Kiss and Boosie on there.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to play that shit, man. You know what I mean? I wish it could turned out better, but shit happens, man. Like, you know, we've seen that story before. Where we at?
You are just a sum of your decisions.
Yeah.
You make better decisions, things get better.
Yeah. And you never know when the resolve comes to. Like, it can happen at any moment.
Boy.
Any fucking moment.
Man,
chop while we chop bricks. Prince Larby, bro.
I watched the video of you, man.
7-year-old Ghanaian boxer. Listen, if Goku was a person for real, bro, this little dude, 150, he can throw 150 punches in 1 minute.
Yeah.
He's 7 years old. Did you see where the trainer said that he could beat the 15 and 16-year-olds down there?
Mm-hmm.
Get the fuck out of here.
You know that kid's going to be a beast?
Bro, he already is.
150 in 1 minute.
150. What is that? I'm not even going to stand up here and try it. Like the day I saw it, I was like, let me see how many punches I can
It's like 2.1 per second.
And they're good punches, too. Like, he ain't just flailing his arms either. Like, they're punches.
Yeah, like 2.2.
You know what I'm saying? That's insane, homie. But if y'all haven't seen him, check him out. Prince Larby, Larbie.
Well, while you're talking about boxing, what do you think about this Tyson and Roy Jones Jr., bro?
I'm ready. And I think Tyson got it, but I don't think people remember Roy Jones.
Hey, that was my man's.
From looking at, you know, the posts and blogs about it, everybody got Mike Tyson, of course, and Mike is the king of this shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think y'all remember Roy Jones. If Roy Jones is training, it's not going to be that easy. This is a fight we wanted back in the day.
This is. So let's just do the tale of the tape.
Let's go.
So it's an 8-round exhibition, September 12th of this year. Tyson, 54 years of age, is 50-6. His last fight was in 2005. Now we got Roy Jones Jr., who's 51. He's 66-9. And 2018 was his last fight.
He fought in 2018?
He did. And that was his last one.
Damn.
His signature move for me was the one where he put both hands behind his back.
Yeah, and like bobbed his head at you?
Because his grandpa or somebody made him train by catching chickens.
Yeah, man. See, I never heard that story. That's dope.
So he's a beast. He was one of my favorites.
Bruh, I'm looking forward to this shit. Like, I'm looking forward to this shit. I can't wait. And that's what I was saying. Like, this is a fight we should have gotten a while ago.
So somebody was
But
critical.
it's funny we getting them and these niggas in their 50s. Like,
Well, Max Kellerman was a kind of aggressive with him, saying, "Why do this? Why now? Why put yourself in danger?" And this and that. And why? Why would you do this, Mikey? He goes, because I can do it at age 54.
yeah. I've watched his podcast a lot, man. And I don't know if y'all watch his podcast, but there's a different Mike. He's really open. You know what I mean? He get into his bag. He will talk about his life. And he talks about it raw. He don't hold no punches.
He doesn't.
And he's expressed a bunch of times that he misses that. You know what I mean? But he's also expressed sometimes that he hated himself when he was such an animal. But
Well, yeah.
I kind of saw that he was going to get back in that ring because he was missing it.
Definitely.
No matter how he felt about it that day, you can tell that he just missed doing
See,
it.
I think he'd be a great trainer.
Bro,
You know, Gus
why
D'Amato-
doesn't he, man? I wonder.
I don't know, because he knows how much time's involved, and maybe
Yeah.
he enjoys his. Because I know he has a younger daughter now, and he's got a wife, and
I mean, he is making his money off cannabis, the podcast.
Oh, he's killing the cannabis world
You
right
know
now.
what I'm
And
saying?
hot
Like-
boxing with Mike Tyson does pretty well.
Hot boxing is fire.
It
though.
is fire.
Like, and he
I
has,
don't.
he has some of the best
sometimes
guests too.
his main host Evan, his voice gets on my nerves, but it's
I don't,
okay.
I don't really like Evan that much.
Evan's all right. He's
don't-
Evan Britton's okay, but his
He-
voice drives me nuts.
It's like, so man, you gonna get brother. But who are we, man? We just a small podcast, though. But y'all gonna see us on that big stage one day, yo. Yeah, but you know, it's cool though. It's a great podcast 'cause they always get real people who've been through real shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like the other day, they had D-Ray Davis. I'm like, damn, that's kind of different. And I'm gonna check that out just to see.
Hey, D-Ray.
'Cause I know D-Ray got a story.
Yeah, he does.
Bro, another sad story. You know Corey Holcomb, right?
Mm-hmm.
Comedian.
Oh, he's funny as hell.
I stumbled on a video of Corey Holcomb and D-Ray before they was famous on Jerry Springer.
They did a whole skit on Jerry Springer.
Bro, they was just on Jerry Springer.
Nice.
They was on there like as guests. Bro, like and it was about some chick that he was messing with, and she ended up talking to a stud chick, and they was arguing and shit, bro. Like, hey, Corey Holcomb like yoked her up. He's like, you want to be a man? Like, hey, I'm like, what is this? Like, but as I watched it, because in later in the episode, KKK came out.
Right.
It's KKK couple. They started fighting. Later, as I watched, I'm like, okay, I think I remember this.
Mm-hmm.
But it is kind of the same Jerry scenario. But y'all gotta check that out. You gotta check that out.
In
That shit is funny.
In the army,
Big shirt, big pants, tucked in, back in the day.
We watched Jerry Springer in the army. Like Jerry.
How did Jerry Springer pull it off?
I don't know.
That show would not exist today. In today's, oh my god,
No, it'd be somebody die on TV like that Joker.
Yeah.
In the movie.
the 90s was savage.
Yeah,
bro.
man.
It was crazy. How many more bricks we got to chop? Let me see what we got.
How about Kanye, man?
That was all we got left. What
What's
you
up
got,
with
man?
Kanye, man?
I got theories, man.
It's finally getting to him.
I think his mental state is fucked up, man, and I think it's
Since
more
that stay,
bro. Like something like when you speak, he spoke out so many times about shit before,
right?
To where the people on stage, I'm just like, ooh, you can't say that.
Mm-hmm.
And I probably shouldn't say this, but I don't give a fuck. I think he kind of paid for some of the shit he said, bro. Like when they committed him the first time, when he got out, the interview at his house, and he was like, this was the scariest moment of my life. You know what I mean? It started with 2 pills, and then they was giving me 7 pills. And we all know what some of the antipsychotics and shit can do, bro. They can leave permanent stains on you. And then he loses his mom, bro. I just think,
Yeah,
and
that's
I don't,
hard, man.
the Kardashians are something weird to me, bro. They like the alien people or some shit. I don't know. Like, I just think he is too much on a fragile mind, bro. And I think he's trying to express himself. I think he's crying for help, and I think he's lost the ability to do so in a normal way.
But when everything is in the spotlight.
Yeah. But he's always been outspoken too, so it's not really.
I know, but when
some of these statements, bro, like the Harriet Tubman stuff, I think got taken out of context, honestly.
Yeah.
But I also think that anything he say now is gonna blow up anyway, no matter what he say.
I think you hit it on the head, and I think dating them girls make you crazy, man. Like look at Lamar.
Yeah, bro. Like some Kardashians, bro. I
And
don't want to
get me-
talk. I don't want to say Kardashian again. You know, I said it. 'Cause
You know they're beautiful, man, all of them. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it just seems like a lot.
it's different. Their lives are different. I'm just gonna say
it's
that.
a lot, man.
I'm just-
Like on a Sunday, I'm not dressing up.
Bro, like
I'm relaxed.
I can't. I can't. But yeah, man, I think Ye just, I don't know, bro. I miss the old Ye, but I can't really say that because he's always been the person he is.
See, I found out he had 4 kids, and 3 of them were natural, and then one of them was with the surrogate mother.
Yeah. Yeah, you was mentioned that to me. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I guess after the 3rd one, she was afraid to.
Yeah. Like he brought that shit up. He was like, you know, I wanted to abort my kids and all this stuff, and it's just like, I think man's cup ran over. He just got so much to say, bro, and it's just all just.
But unfortunately, you would think at this point, through therapy and all that, he understands that he can't. Pat, if you keep doing the same thing, it's called insanity, right?
Yeah.
Repeating the same pat. He needs to self-check and.
But maybe that's there though. Maybe he is a little. You know what I mean? But you gotta think too, like, how much time you really have to work on yourself when you're a fucking fashion mogul. You know what I mean? You're doing fucking music, you're on labels, you're taking care of all this. Like,
Well,
you ain't really sat and Like, all the therapy in the world ain't going to help you if you ain't sat the fuck down and tapped out. You got to tap out at some point.
Like Dave Chappelle going to Africa.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got all this money around you. You got all this political shit around you. You got a wife. You got kids. And you got they shit on you now. Like, fucking your clothing, your fashion shit, like, he makes him $175 million a year. That ain't from him sitting at the house doing nothing. So, like, if you got so much on your plate and you already got this bipolar shit and you've already been through so much, and I know he don't give a fuck about what people say, so that might be healthy for him, I guess.
But sometimes people that say that really do.
Really do, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know if I see that in him. I can't tell because I'm not him, but
he just seems fragile.
Yeah. Like,
and that's okay.
But he always has been, even in his music. But it was in a different path.
It was.
You know what I mean? It was more like something that we all could relate to. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. But I hope the best for Ye for real, bro. I hope whatever happening is.
Yeah, I hope he gets whatever help he needs, and
you know what I'm saying.
They have 4 kids, and
maybe he know what he doing. Maybe he knows something we don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, like I said, we down here, like.
Sometimes you just gotta stick around. You just have to for your kids.
Yeah, facts.
Buckle down, and then of course there comes a time. I've had a divorce. You know, it's not easy. But to get to that point, you know when it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it ain't even.
yeah. That's
called human. It's called human emotion.
It'll hit you and you get the fuck up and leave. Like, you already know when it's there.
You know.
You know what I mean? I think we done chopping bricks, man. Let's move on to the sports because we got the sports. NFL, NBA. Let's go NBA. Let's go NBA first, man.
Let's do it.
What you got? You got the fouls. I know Cole could be bringing tidbits. I know you having the fouls.
Well, you know, I just tried to add a little bit. So, you know, the bubble this week, they had 437 negative tests. So
beautiful.
What they have going on works. Zion is he's coming back.
Yep. Looking like RoboCop.
Dude, he's so big, man. He's
gonna be a problem, man. He's gonna be a problem for the boys.
He is a problem. What else? I had something else down.
I got a few things. The man Bowl
for the Denver Nuggets.
Listen, man, I've only seen highlights, and I gotta admit, as much as I love basketball, I didn't even know the exhibition game started. Like, I don't know how. I don't know what the fuck, but I've missed them all, but I've seen the highlights.
Right.
And dude, like, he been doing this for a minute.
He's 7'2" prospect. He played at Oregon for like 7 or 8 games, and then a growth plate on his knee, or it wasn't a major, but it was long enough to keep him out like a year.
Yeah.
He still got drafted in the top 15. He's 7'2", super.
And he can move, bro. Like,
he can move, man.
You're a prospect
and he can
point.
dribble. He can shoot the 3. He blocked like 3 shots
in
his first game in the exhibition. So you add that to the Joker and then Jamal Murray.
Yeah, bro. It's a nice combination.
You're starting to get a little trio. And who do you put on Bobo? Like, you can't put a 4. He ain't got to be nimble enough.
Yeah, there's not really nobody. Like, I think we talked on the last show about a different build, but there's nobody built like him that can move like him.
Not move like that. And like, agile and coordinated.
Giannis is the closest.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And Giannis could probably hold him, but
Giannis is stronger.
Yeah, Giannis is a lot stronger.
But it took him a couple years.
Giannis is a fucking monster, bro. Did you see? Sorry, side note. You see his brother get dunked on, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. And then I see the comments like, "You gonna be as good as Spank?" Everybody get dunked on.
Everybody get if you're playing basketball, you're gonna get dunked on.
Like, don't play him like that, bro. Like, he just need a little more refinement. But he got the moves. You can tell he got spurts.
So
he kind of still got that basic.
We've talked about it leading up. Who's your favorite? Are you Lakers? I know you're Clippers.
I'm Clippers all day, man. But I would love to see them Trailblazers, man. In my heart, I'm rooting for the Trailblazers.
If they get in, they're gonna have to play the number 1 seed, correct?
Yep, and I think they can do it.
So they'll play the Lakers.
They can do it because Dame got. It ain't nobody in the league with fire like Dame.
A lot of people have been giving Dame a lot of credit. What's his name? Patrick Beverly.
Yeah.
They asked Patrick Beverly last week who is the hardest person to guard in the NBA.
Bro.
And he said Damian Lillard because the system gives him the freedom to do whatever. And now that he's shooting,
that's his team.
And now that he's shooting the deeper threes,
bro. And
then Carmelo came back in shape.
Yeah, bro.
Like it's gonna be something good.
Hey, and I've been a Melo hater. I'm not going bandwagon like that.
Yeah,
I like Portland, but I've been a Melo hater. But
the last time I liked Melo was when he played for Syracuse.
Yeah, because he got an NBA and started being a baby.
He was a little bitch.
I hated that shit, bro.
And then when there was a fight in the NBA, he always is the one just doing a little sucker punch on the side. I can't stand that shit. Like, square up.
Yeah, bro, little jabs and shit.
Yeah,
I don't
he be
like
throwing
that.
them little jabs and shit.
I don't like that, bro.
That one time, Nate Robinson put him back. Nate Robinson fucking grabbed him. Was like, get back,
Yeah,
little
bro.
Nate Robinson.
Hey, Nate Robinson ain't no hoe. Ain't
No,
never
bro.
been one, bro. Hey, remember we did an episode about our 5 fighters from the NBA? He was on one of our lists. I remember him coming up. But yeah, bro, I want Portland to take it, man. And like back to Dame just plays
Smooth.
like nobody's in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
He's not. There's no like you can't intimidate him.
Oakland's finest, man.
You know what I mean? Like, bro, that's my guy.
And
bro.
he is the illest MC.
Yeah, and he actually fire.
He is really
the most fire
man.
NBA MC so far. Who you want though? Who you think gonna take it?
I'm gonna root for Miami.
Yeah, the Heat boys. I like the Heat boys too.
You know, they got a couple Kentucky boys. You know how I follow them.
Mm-hmm.
They got and you know who was playing really well was Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
The guy that we never remember his name is Duncan Robinson. He's number 3 in the NBA for 3-point percentage.
Yeah.
You got Tyler Hero, Kendrick Nunn. They brought in the Dreadlock brother from Memphis.
I can't think of what the
Crowder.
hell his name. Yeah, Jay Crowder.
So
Bam Adebayo.
and Bam's blossoming. You know, who do you put on him?
Yeah, he looking like a young Ben Wallace out there.
He's a problem.
Yeah, he goes, bro, and give him another year or two just to get his everything else, just like I said, refined. Nobody gonna be able to stop him either, bro.
I'm gonna be watching Boston, but it sounds like part of their team's sick or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I like
Miami's got my love though.
On teams, Boston is one of my top favorite teams. I don't think they're gonna take it, but Jason Tatum is a monster.
Oh, dude, he's gonna
be one of the greats, or at least I'm hoping. You know what I mean? Like that. You know what I mean? As long as he don't get injured, he's there. He's gonna be in that talk.
They were talking something just totally off topic with the NBA.
Yeah.
San Antonio is not relevant. It's like the first time in 23 years San Antonio ain't been in the playoffs or some shit. It ain't that, but you know what I'm saying? Like they're normally there, and this year they're not even taking LaMarcus Aldridge and a couple other players to the bubble.
I mean, I'm okay with it. I've always been a Spur hater.
They're gonna take this time to they get 8 games, so they're gonna put their young guys in. But can you name a couple young guys off the Spurs?
No, sir.
There's one guy, that's Keldon Johnson from Kentucky.
They still got Patty Mills, but he ain't a young guy.
No, and then they have
like player rocket name.
the Lamonte Murray and Lonnie Walker.
Yeah. See, yeah, so, and I'm cool with that because, like I said, I've always been a anti-Spur because of David Robinson, and anti-Jazz because of everybody on that team.
What's up with your Clippers?
Clippers, man, I think they can get it.
Yeah.
I think if any team gets it, it will be them. You know what I mean? I want it to be Portland. But the Clippers, and the highlights I saw, they look good. Paul George look good.
Paul George is coming
sniping.
through. Yeah, he's coming through.
Sniping his ass off.
I watched the other night. He had a pretty good stat line. See, I've just been excited to be able to play DraftKings. I've been playing baseball DraftKings, MMA, now basketball will be back.
I need to get back on. I need to go on
You
DraftKings.
do.
They sent me an email, too, like, you still got your account with $10 in it. I'm like, oh, okay. So
yeah,
I need to get back on it.
For real.
Yeah, bro. I need to get my little game.
Hey, look up Cold Cut.
Yeah.
DraftKings, you want to go one-on-one? Dude, I'll bust that ass.
Jeez, Sam. Hey, challenges.
Hey.
Challenges. We're giving out challenges.
Hey, I got 5 crowns.
5 of them?
Mm-hmm.
Look at you, man. He turned his mountain. Yeah. NBA news. You got any more NBA news? It's back. That's pretty much it, man. It's back. And I think we do have that extra tough play that we expected.
I think it's going to be more intense because I'll tell you what, last night, the baseball game without the fans,
Yeah.
you actually paid attention to what was going on instead of looking in the third row with Honey's eating a pretzel with no hands. You know?
Yeah. Makes it feel more like being there, bro. All my friends are just posting Sky Rosa shit. They happy to just be getting the food and the conies. You know what I mean? And it's like, I'm just happy that ain't nobody bitching about it no more. Because I ain't bitching about it no more.
This just gives a little bit more confidence for the NBA and then the NFL and then hopefully the NCAA and you know
I think the NBA is they're going to make it through just fine. Speaking of NFL, we can transition right into that. You think the NFL think it's going to all come together as planned?
I think it is.
Okay.
But I think there's going to be those moments when people get it and they have to go quarantine. And I mean, even in the NBA, you hear about it. And now they got to do 14 days, and
Yep.
they don't even get in the bubble.
Yeah.
You know, and then as long as they take those kind of regulations, I think eventually, and then once they get the vaccine or once people just get immune to it.
Yeah.
like the common flu. You just get an antibiotic and you're gone.
It's going to become just another seasonal
Fuck
fucking
a
illness.
vaccine. Just give me a little medicine and I man up, take it for 2-3 days. I'm not 100%, but I keep moving.
Facts.
And be done with it. Unfortunately, people with like pre-existing conditions with their respiratory things like that need to take more caution. Wear your mask.
Yeah, you got to do a little more.
Every store I get asked to go into that I have to wear a mask, I wear a fucking mask.
Yeah. And you motherfuckers out there fighting and arguing with cashiers and hostesses and
the freedom,
business owners,
and like
bro.
who gives you the
that
right?
shit ain't got nothing to do with
I
freedom.
understand some people, it's all about
Fuck.
freedoms, bro. What's next? What's next? Cashless society. What's next? No, it's just just put the mask on when you're in there.
Like what they got to do? Yeah, it does. Like it's not. If it's
Just put it
if
on,
that's
man.
the worst thing you've been through, then okay, I get it. But that is, I guarantee
They
you,
got some pretty cool
everybody
ones out.
has been through something worse than having to wear a mask for the 10 minutes that you in a fucking
The
store.
mask designs that I've liked so far, somebody had the Jason hockey mask.
That's fire.
Yes. Somebody had the Joker thing. Somebody had what was it? Just keep the mask game going.
Yeah, they've been looking fire, bro. I'm saying you see everything from anime to just people getting their own faces on the mask of them
Yeah.
smiling. Like I've seen everything.
I've seen that, and then you got a lot of logos and stuff.
Yeah.
But
I'm about to get some my own made. I don't know which logo I want to use.
boom.
I might get the gastronaut, logo for the community on there.
Yeah.
I don't know yet. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, it's not a big fucking deal. I need to relax. You know what I'm saying? But into the NFL, before we get into it, Antonio Brown, like a week ago, I don't know if I've talked about this on the show, but I'm always talking about it on my Facebook. Bro, stop with the music. What are you doing? This man dropped 4 videos in one day the other day, and I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect the hustle of it.
Yeah.
1,000%. That's dope.
Yeah.
But bro, your music is
It's a lot of repetition.
trash. You ain't talking about nothing. It don't sound good. You ain't saying nothing. And then you got a nerve to have Rick Ross.
How much did it cost to get Rick Rose on there?
Man, probably $500,000.
Yeah.
If Juice WRLD was talking about $200,000 for a feature, then bro, how much you think Rick Ross cost?
Yeah, you're right.
Get the fuck out of here.
And that's the one that got the most views. Like the other ones are at like 49,000.
Unless he did it as a favor. You know, them Hollywood niggas, the rich niggas do shit like that.
Yeah, they do.
You
You're
know,
right.
they probably boys. He's like, all right, yeah, let's do a shoe deal.
I mean, the one was about being rich, right?
Of course it was. They all about that, I think.
Yeah.
Like, he tried to do some shit that ain't about that. Like, what are you? I don't, bro, Antonio, man. And then I hear about him retiring.
Yeah.
And I
Focus
was like,
squarely on his music.
why, bro?
I don't know. He was practicing with the Baltimore Ravens, and that would make sense because with Lamar Jackson, it could be a little more
That
freestyle.
would be fire.
Right? Like, Ben Roethlisberger and him kind of had them parking lot plays where shit broke down. He's like, go, just pointed, and he
Yeah.
went.
Antonio Brown was an elite playground and professional player.
Yes.
Like, he was a professional player who had playground moves. Like you said, the play went wrong, he just wing it.
He called everything
Like he
toe
was
taps.
Like he was 12 years old out there with his friends.
He could
just
run
bust a
every.
move.
He could run every route.
Yeah.
And then something happened, man.
I don't know, bro. But
Ever since that Vontez hit.
yeah, bro, Vontez might have shook something. Vontez got a history of changing people.
Man,
And that motherfucker hit hard. He hurt
does,
his
bro.
damn self.
He
Bro.
does hurt
I
himself.
wish
a
I
lot.
could hit a motherfucker like that on the field.
I've had I had a few hits before, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I also got smacked a few times.
Yup.
That's football.
Yeah, football is rough. But I think I'm more excited about football than I've been in the past few years, because maybe like 4 or 5 years I've been playing fantasies, but I haven't really been excited about it. You know what I mean? And especially the Bengals now. Like, I actually do want to see what's going to happen.
Joe Burrows.
You know what I mean? Like, I respect him. I respect quarterbacks. That's my favorite position in the game. So I'm ready to see.
Well, it's going to be hard for him, man. You want to know why? No preseason, right? So he's going straight from. But if any quarterback, he comes from a pro system this year in LSU.
Mm-hmm.
I think the way that he deciphers information on the field is top notch.
Yeah.
And I think he gives us a better chance to win than Andy Dalton. So
His IQ is insane.
it is. His football IQ, they put 5 players out in routes and left him with just 5 blockers like 90% of the time at LSU last year.
Yeah.
And he went 15-0, beating 10 top 10 teams.
Yeah, bro.
And beat Clemson, who hadn't been beaten in 2 years.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And you know what? Sometimes adversity brings out the big. We already talked about that. Resolve,
And I think the Sam Weiss curse is over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well,
I think we just need to play now.
You know, and here, since we're in the NFL, I mean, you heard about Mahomes' contract, right?
Yeah, bro.
500 something million. He makes $137,000 a day. Hey, shout out, good for you, man.
Bro, let me get $1. Nigga, like that's insane, bro.
Yeah, there was a guy who
is that the most money made by an athlete?
Yes.
Fuck.
But here's the thing, man. That team is going to be together for a couple years, man. I mean, they got him. They got that defensive tackle, Chris Jones.
You know, they got him for like the next
Tyreek for the next 5.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they got Mahomes for 10 years.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah,
10 years.
He's there. That's his career, right? He gonna after that 10 years, I believe.
I mean, he did the left-handed pass last year. He's the one that does the no-look passes in the middle of the game, bro.
He'd just be like,
and they are built for speed, and they got that running back from LSU, Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah,
man,
it's about to be. I'm looking forward, man. I want to see some hits.
That kid reminds me of Brian Westbrook.
Yeah, facts. I'm ready for the NFL, man. We're gonna get into the Redskins situation though, because I thought a part of this was funny. Let me get to these notes real quick. Sorry.
Please.
There was a guy, you know, we all know they got to change the name, you know what I mean, because to be socially conscious and responsible. There was I didn't even know this was a thing, but it makes sense. There was a trademark squatter, Philip Martin McCauley, 61 years old. So in the process of them trying to find names, a lot of these names were trademarked by this trademark squatter. It's a guy in Virginia. And there was something about the owner back in the day trying to get certain names, and they've encountered this dude before. You know what I'm saying? So, but let me go down the list. Go down the list. First of all, the name options they were looking at were the Americans, Red Tails, Renegades, and Red Hawks. And I think you said like 2 of these when you had maybe like the Red Tails and the Renegades or something. Yeah. Red Wolves also was an option. But that is one of the trademarks that McCauley has. So Snyder would have to buy that trademark. Well, no. Arkansas State has that. Arkansas State has Red Wolves.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Washington Warriors. McCauley has that, but not thinking Snyder wanted, because Snyder thought about getting that name like years ago.
Right.
But he went against it, and he said something about it. It didn't sound like an NFL team.
Right.
You know what I mean? He said it sounded like something else.
Right.
Washington Football Club would be off because McCauley also has that, but they have shown interest in Washington Football Club. I kind of like Washington Football Club. It sounds just kind of classic. You know what I'm saying? I kind of fuck with that. But that's where they at. They still haven't made a decision, but literally have the things they want this McCauley guy has.
Well,
and he can make cheese.
Well, they said it's going to probably stay something like the Washington football team for this year because they don't have enough time to.
Yeah, I was saying that too.
And, you know, along that line, just a real quick tad note, and then we'll go back to NFL.
Yeah.
The NHL had a new franchise start in Seattle, and they're called the Krakens.
Yeah.
Bro.
You said that logo was fire.
And it took them 2.5 years to go from a logo to a franchise.
Yeah.
So you're talking at least 16 to 18 months to make that happen.
Yeah.
So that's why Washington's picking something along the lines of what you said, the Washington Football Club, the Washington football team, etc.
Yeah. And I did read something about that, like they wouldn't have time. Is that the logo right there?
Yeah, the Kraken's right there, man.
Remind me of the Mariners.
Yeah, it does a little bit, don't it?
Yeah. Just a little. But yeah, bro, the name change is interesting. I'm like on a you know, a slight note, I'm looking forward to see what they do with the uniforms. I like when they do the uniform changes in the NFL. They always come up with some fire shit. I think we need to change our helmets.
Yes, I think it's time.
I think we need a form of a cat on the helmet, but we need to get rid of them stripes. I think the stripes is a big problem.
I think the stripes should turn into a jersey if you still want to keep stripes.
Yeah. And they can keep them on the shoulders too. They still got them on the pants. You know what I mean? Maybe stripe it out a little, like you said. Stripe out the jersey more.
Stripe out the jersey more.
Black, straight black, maybe with the orange stripe and something on each side.
What about
or vice versa?
What about black but with the orange Michigan wings? Maybe.
No, I like those though. But would it fit? Would it fit the Who Dey? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even if it was just less stripes the other way, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you a question. How good is Gronkowski going to be this year?
I don't think he's going to be as good as he was.
You know, he's got Brady.
That's been on my mind.
They got really good wide receivers, so he's going to be one-on-one with a safety or linebacker.
I think a lot of it depends on how he's been taking care of himself, which I'm sure he's been getting busy since he's, you know what I mean? He's coming back, but I don't think his legs going to be the same. I don't think his knees going to be the same. He was already wore down.
Ankle, shoulder.
Yeah, all his shit. He was wore down, bro. Just his body got beat up because he was the horse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're a tight end. Most of your catches come, and as soon as you catch, you're getting hit.
In traffic.
By 3-4 people.
Yes.
You're getting rolled to the ground. You're rolling your shoulder. You're rolling your shoulder. You're rolling. You know what I mean? So I don't think he's going to be as effective as he was. I think he's going to be that 40 yards and in to get you to the red zone kind of guy.
See, you're right. And I think this year in the NFL, a team that's been together, like the Ravens, like the Patriots, all these teams that have been together for a while,
yeah,
they have an advantage. How many teams have a new coach? How many teams, like the Bengals, have a rookie quarterback?
Yeah.
So those teams that have had 15 players has played together or something like that,
yeah,
they have a distinct advantage. And guess what? Kansas City is loaded.
Bro, Kansas City they elite. They OP, as the gamers say, because they're gonna be hard to beat. And I want in the NFL, like
Jacksonville got better too, man.
I do want Dallas. Oh, word. I ain't seen them about Jacksonville.
Not Jacksonville. I'm sorry, Baltimore.
Baltimore
Baltimore
See,
got better, dog.
Bro, you're going to what I'm about to say because I was going to say I'm looking forward to Dallas, but even though I ain't fucking with Dak right now, I don't like his attitude. For real, bro. I don't like.
They got that CD Lamb, though.
Some people tarnish their blessings, man. And I feel like that's what he doing, bro. Like, and I ain't trying to judge, but that's how I feel. I'm allowed to feel that way.
You're allowed.
Yeah. But I'm worried, and it's not because everybody else's speculation on Lamar Jackson, can he be good? And I'm not worried for them, but I'm worried for me because I want to see that team do good.
Yeah, they got a lot of pieces, man.
But they got a lot because a lot of teams built. Like the NFL, every team did some work this year.
There was a lot of really good drafts.
Yeah, man.
You know, and
there was a lot
Dallas
of good players available
this
year.
Dallas had a killer draft, bro.
Yeah. And they going to get busy with Dak, man. Come off your high horse, homie. Like, and it ain't all you. But some of that shit was you, dog. I know Jerry Jones. I know what that's like. I know how he is. But some of that shit was you, bro.
I'm not giving Dak $500 million a year over 10 years.
You bugging, bro. Like
I'm not. There's only a couple quarterbacks I'm doing that for.
I'd rather die for you on in any conversation, but you ain't performed like Pat Mahomes. You ain't even performed like Lamar Jackson, G.
No, really.
You got it. I know you got it. I believe
Lamar Jackson's MVP. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't performed like that, especially last year, bro. You was lackluster. You kind of had a little mellow tendencies in you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you need to relax. You kind of just like, man, you can't be nonchalant to be the leader of the Cowboys, dog.
No.
Like it's not gonna work.
And Zeke Elliott held out for his contract the year before.
Yeah. See,
and then you got the new Cooper. They got Amani Cooper, or is it Armani?
Yeah, Amani.
So then they got their wide receiver, and then they lucked out in the first round, got CD Lamb from Oklahoma. Dude, that guy is a monster.
And I hope he ain't coming into a bad chemistry situation.
Well,
because all this contract shit, like you said, Zeke did the year before.
Mm-hmm.
All that shit fucks with the chemistry of the team.
Cooper just got paid too.
Okay.
And then they got the Michael Gallup, who was like a first-round pick 2 years ago.
Yeah, he a beast.
They got 3 first-rounders right there.
Yeah, he's a beast.
And they got Zeke, and they still have that offensive line. They got Travis Fed, their center retired for health reasons.
Yeah.
But they're just filling that with that other dude. They drafted a third-rounder last year. He's a beast. I forget his name.
I know you're talking about.
He played guard for him last year.
Can't think of his name either. But yeah, man.
They've done a good job building a franchise.
I want to see Baltimore win the Super Bowl. As much as I'm a Dallas fan, as much as I want to see the Bengals do their thing, I want Lamar Jackson and Ingram to get a ring.
Lamar Jackson.
I want to see that.
Be a fun guy to play football with.
Yeah.
They added another running back. Who did they add? Oh man, he's pretty good too.
Are they going with the tandem?
Well, it's going to be I think it'll be a by committee.
Yeah.
And man, what is that guy's name? From Ohio State this year. It's Ohio State's main running back.
I'm so bad with names.
It's
bro.
okay. Hey man.
Why you talking? I'm gonna look it up though.
He was a very good running back for a very good Ohio State team who just so happened to meet.
Yeah.
But
Well, hey,
God, what's his name?
nobody comes.
He ran for 1,000 yards. He's tough, but they got him to go with Mark Ingram, and they already got that Dixon kid, and you got Lamar Jackson, and their O-line's pretty stacked.
Yeah. I'll find it and post it.
Ronnie Stanley, Orlando Brown Jr.,
J.K. Dobbins.
J.K. Dobbins, thank you.
You got the Harry Potter
They
style
got
name. You know what I
they
mean?
got him in the second round, and he's good.
Damn, I ain't even hit. I kind of slipped in my Buckeyes. You know what I mean? The Ohio State. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like Buckeyes, then, you know, just turn the show off.
They've had
don't turn it off.
They've
Keep
had
it
some
going.
good talent, man.
Yeah, but like I was about to say, nothing. There's rare that something comes out of Ohio State and it don't make noise.
Urban Meyer's done a good job, man.
He's a beast, bro. He's a
Yeah.
beast. Any more NFL news? Let me see. Do we think there'll be an NFL season? Obviously. Redskins name change. Antonio Brown lost his mind. I don't have anything else NFL. You got anything else?
Yeah, your boy AJ Green signed his franchise tag, 1 year, $18 million. And there it is. We're gonna find out. He's got Joe Burrows. Joe Burrows, if you're listening, which I know you are, force feed AJ the ball, please.
Man,
Let's see if he's even got it.
if this nigga don't reach and catch the ball, that's all I want you to do, dog. I want you to be good. Listen, Hateful J don't be hating for no reason, okay? And I don't even want to call it hate. The name is ironic. But anyway, reach and catch the ball. Put your tall ass, you should be Randy Moss in everything.
Well, they got AJ Green, they got Tyler Boyd, and they have John Ross. And
John Ross is a monster, bro. He gonna be a monster.
Yeah, then they got the first pick in the second round this year, T. Higgins from Clemson, 6'4", 220.
All AJ got to do is get them streak passes, bro.
Yeah, and then Auden Tate, that 6'4", 220 receiver. Like they got some talent, man. Then you got Mixon and Gio.
Listen,
I just hope this O-line pans out.
that motherfucker better reach his hands up and catch the ball. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, he had a real answer. He said, "Why did you sign the franchise tag?" And he told the local reporter, said, "Because my wife wouldn't let me turn away from $18 million."
See, I don't like that. I don't like that, bro.
You don't like that.
I don't feel like he doing anything out of passion.
He's just doing.
He's just doing it because he there.
Yeah.
If you don't reach your fucking hands up and catch the ball,
Right.
That's
a good point.
I'm gonna go find you. I'm gonna find you, bro. If I see you let one ball just go past you while you doing this, when you could have just did this, I'm gonna come see you. I'm gonna come see you. I'm gonna slap your shit. I don't care how tall you is either, nigga. Shit, what was he talking about? You got me all
Football,
furious.
man.
Football.
NFL, man.
Yeah, okay.
Bengals. Who dat?
Woo!
AJ, you had to get that AJ ran in.
Hey, always. You knew what you was doing.
I know. He took the bait.
Hey, so, well, I think that's all we got for NFL news, man.
Yeah,
We do got some other fun shit. I want to do these must-sees real quick, man. I got some must-sees, dog.
Yeah, let's go.
The Business of Drugs.
Okay.
Netflix original. It's not your average drug show. It is another drug show. But this is all about the money.
Okay.
From the bottom to the top to the bottom. You know what I mean? Like in the first episode, they start with how cocaine is made and how much the farmers make.
Mm-hmm.
And then how much it can be made when it goes to the next level, how much it makes when it hit this point and being shipped to the U.S., and then how much the money goes up from there to the U.S., and then from parts of the U.S. to the other side. It's detailed.
Wow.
They talk about the K2 shit, you know, and because, you know, a couple years ago in Brooklyn, there was a lot of people that overdosed. They were just outside off K2. And, you know, they talk to actual dealers, which is the one thing that made me think these shows fake, because they be talking about the people that's in it. Like, I feel like all you niggas will go to jail. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the people that produce a show, like, the police come see you, like, all right, we need the information. Like, not just, they wouldn't go to the drug dealers. They're going to the show people, like, all right, so we saw you were talking to this nigga, and we were looking for him for 20 years. Where is he at? Or all y'all going, like, conspiracy, right? Or something like that.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know. But they even talk about the K2, and, like, you know, got a guy that sells K2, and he can get a gallon of the spray for $300, and he gets the spice, the actual herb, for like $2 a fucking ounce. And if you don't spray it right, people can go crazy. How much money he makes doing that is detailed. But one of the episodes, and I was just telling you about this, the episode that threw me was, and I'm sorry I can't remember this dude's name. I need to get on my facts a little more. But you know, I do like 8 shows, guys. Give me a break.
Yeah.
But it was a guy back in the 50s and 60s, I want to say. And he was pretty much the godfather of psychedelics. He discovered MDMA was a German drug that the Germans discontinued. He got a hold of that, and that was pretty much his ground zero.
Right.
He came up with 800 different
psychedelics.
Him and his wife was testing them. He tested them on local people. He was like a local doctor, not a witch doctor per se, but something like it.
Yeah.
And his shit was working. Then the government got a hold of it.
Right.
Class A'd it, synthesized it, and synthesized or just trashed it and made their own drugs. And it was the most in detailed fucking thing. His wife is still alive. She's like 70, and she look good, bro. Like, not like attractive good, but she looks good for her age.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, and it was just the wildest story. You know, they still got all his friends that work with him and did this with him are still alive, but over 800 psychedelics for the sole purpose of betterment.
Right.
You know what I mean? He wasn't taking them to, you know, to get fucked up. He was testing everything he did on his own just to see how it helped.
Well, it's like that microdosing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and from health benefits to mental health benefits to physical to everything. He was making progress.
It does open you up.
Yeah, and it was real interesting though. And that's why that's a must see, because you kind of learn a lot, bro. The money behind this shit, which we already know, is insane.
So something that we'll go back and forth with these. I've been watching on Hulu. They have this thing. It's called Island Renovation.
Yeah.
So this couple bought an island, and it's about them renovating and everything. And it's an island in the Bahamas, I think.
Yeah.
Or somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Bruh, termites. Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong, and they.
I hate termites, bro.
But then we looked on the website. They're up and running right now. It's $454 a night.
Sheesh.
Private beach, private island, private.
Oh, private beach, private island.
All that.
Oh, that's worth it. That's worth it. Let's go.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying?
$454 a night if you can.
Hey, we're gonna do a couple things, bro. We gotta get islands close to each other. I'm like, what's up, Nick?
What's up, man?
Hey, I'm gonna put this drink in a boat. Put this joint in the boat and send it to you. Like, yeah, that sounds fire.
When you're on a private island, you got silk pajamas, like silk boxers on and shit.
Bro, you
got
better. Sand in between your
saying,
toes.
Boy, this.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just sandy toed all day long.
You just out there just doing you. You know what I'm saying?
That sounds fantastic, bro.
Yeah.
Another must see, man. If you guys aren't watching, I got a couple shows. I'm gonna give y'all The Shy.
Let's do it.
The Shy is fire. It's, you know, it's one of them dramas, crime, you know, kind of like, you know, hood based. It's in like season 2 or 3, season 3. Just a really good show. I don't want to tell y'all nothing because I'm in season 3. I can't really tell y'all nothing that won't spoil nothing.
Right.
But really good show. If you need some good deep shit to watch, some good twists and turns, some good crime drama, it's definitely fire. I would definitely check it out.
So then there's the one I've been watching on Netflix is Zac Efron, Down to Earth.
Yeah.
The first episode is about geothermal energy in, I think it's Iceland or Greenland. Pretty amazing. One bucket list. I want to take.
So he doing this like adventuring thing, kind of.
Yeah, and I want to take a bath. Well, it's not a bath. I guess you just swim.
Yeah.
It's like the nutrient water they have from the biothermal energy.
Yeah.
It's good for the body. It has certain vitamins and minerals, and it's
like
good.
Some high alkaline shit.
It's like that Nordic shit. Like you just gotta go get in there. Like just sit in there. It might be cold, but the water's warm because of the thermal energy.
Right.
It's on my bucket list, man.
I gotta check this while we do this. But next one for me. I might have you write those down too, because I'm gonna forget. But
Indian Matchmaker is the one that my wife's got. My wife
Indian Matchmaker.
Bro, I'm for real, bro. My wife's got me kind of. She always got me watching shit.
Yeah. I've been watching, and I hated on it. Jordan Peele's Twilight Zone. Season 2 dropped, and I wasn't. You know, I wasn't super excited about season 1. Like, I think it just ended bad though. But overall, it was a good season.
Right.
I just go overboard with shit.
Right.
But season 2, fire.
Okay.
Like, if you like some just mind blowing shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do.
They took it a step up from the old Twilight Zones, and I love those. So like, I'm kind of biased.
Right.
But they're amazing, especially for the times, all the bullshit going on. You just want to like get away and watch something just off the wall. That shit's fire.
Right.
And Jordan Peele is great being a narrator. The timing of it, it's just so well done. I love it.
Yeah, that, you know.
But I got one more for you. You got no more?
I don't have any.
And I just had to find
I don't watch a lot of TV, man. You know that, man.
Yeah, you know I got to do my reviews and shit.
I'm a YouTuber, man.
You know what I'm saying? But The Vast of Night is a Prime Amazon original. And it's perfect for the times too because you know there's a lot of alien talk going on. And we saw some alien shit outside. That'd be my third like UFO sighting. No cap. But The Vast of Night is, I want to say it's like 50s, 40s ish because of the lingo. And like I appreciate different lingos and shit. I love that.
Right.
Like, you know, a lot of like one-liners. The dude had a bunch of like one-line sayings. But it's pretty much a really low-key dialogue movie, but it's an alien invasion movie.
Nice.
But it's pretty much based all off of a sound they heard. It's just well done. And it's kind of medium paced, but it's really great storytelling.
Okay.
And sci-fi, it's sci-fi without overdoing it. It's dope.
All right.
I would definitely check it out.
I dig it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's it for the must-sees. What we got? Strange news. Just random. One random fact. Fish, bro. Fish eggs. So if a duck eats some fish eggs, then he shits it out. The fish can still be born.
Yeah, that's how they get into lakes and ponds.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, bird poop.
Bird poop?
Bird
Yeah, they go over there and they get dropped in there.
Yep.
I didn't know that, bro. That's amazing. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? I don't be out here in nature like that. You know, ain't no hunter fisherman. I didn't know that. No. But I thought that was kind of fire.
It is fire.
That's very durable, bro.
So whenever you say you dig a lake, the state of Kentucky will come stock it one time, and then you can call people to stock fish. But if you just leave that lake there, eventually there'll be some kind of species of fish.
Yeah.
Because of the birds.
The fucking ducks and shit.
Ducks, birds, all that.
I just thought that was pretty fancy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I like the way it's always miraculous to me the way nature works itself out.
One hell of a ride.
You know what I mean? Like, bro. And then you fucking splash.
All of a sudden your tail comes out and then you're gone.
Yeah, you're swimming in a whole.
And that's just the beginning of getting really fucked up.
Yeah.
When you're a little fish.
Yeah.
God.
Oh my God. Hey, little fish are like probably have the worst time growing up.
Oh,
because everything's a predator.
Oh.
Everything's a predator.
You know,
everything to eat a little baby fish. Yeah. It's bugs in the water that's gonna eat your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gotta be a bad life. But yeah, bro, that's how I have a strange news. You got some rando shit. I know usually you have some rando.
Well, there was an earthquake off of the coast of Alaska, and they were like, oh my gosh, they thought there was going to be another tsunami because anytime there's those earthquakes out in the ocean, luckily the plates didn't move.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's kind of scary. 2020, huh?
Yeah, I feel like I'm blessed to live in a place where we ain't got to worry about those type of natural disasters.
Not as much.
Recently, we've had some really serious tornado warnings.
Mm-hmm.
We actually had tornadoes touch down, like, what was that, like a month ago maybe?
A month ago.
There's like 3 of them in different places.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know what it is about me, but stuff like that is exciting. You know what I mean? I know people get hurt, but I think I just get so, like, bored with mundane. It's like, oh, something's happening. And we all involved.
Yeah.
We all should be scared. Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like,
on to the next one. On to the next one.
Yeah. Like, it is what it is, man. It's like, it's a part of life. You know what I mean? You hear about all these things in history, and, like, we're actually living history now. And a part of it, to me, is exciting.
The older I get, the more I'm like, I want to be a problem solver and not a yes, sir.
Exactly.
You know? And that's what this path that I'm on right now, this new journey, I'm just like, let's get her done. Like, this, let's try. Yeah.
And that's part of life, bro. Like, I watch one of my streamers, he always say, like, no matter the age, no matter what, like, you can always, because never too late, you can always accomplish, you're always going to learn. And your life can change at any age, and it's dope though. It's a dope.
I'm an example of it right now, and I'm gonna try to do it for the long haul for my kids and my wife because they love me being around.
Yeah, facts.
Dogs ain't too happy, but new sheriff.
Yeah, because you're checking shit all the time.
You gotta.
They hate that.
Man,
they hate that shit, bro. What you doing? Don't do that. Go sit down. You ain't supposed to be in the kitchen. I say that 1,000 times a day.
Before I leave for work, like one of them be laying on the ottoman, like it just looks so comfy and shit. I'm like, get your ass up.
What the fuck going out here?
Get to your cage.
Just to fuck with them.
Just to fuck with them.
We got some music, man. Some soul food. A part of the soul food.
Mm-hmm.
Lute's new album. I don't know if you hit the Lute. I just got hit the Lute, bro. I heard him on the Dreamville.
Lute, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I just heard him on the Dreamville song, and I was like, I like how he bring it. I like what he talking about. It seemed real. His album's pretty fire to me.
Yes. I've seen his freestyle on Sway in the Morning, and I've seen I think one other freestyle. He's got it.
He's one of them knowledgeable dudes too.
He is, definitely.
You got some music. What you got? Dog? I know you got.
Well,
some
you
music.
know, you brought up the J. Cole releases, and
Mm-hmm.
then that J. Cole song "Lion King on Ice." That
Yeah, serious.
that was pretty serious. And then you got Logic came out with that song "Perfect."
I didn't hear Logic because I can't stand Logic, but I'll give him a chance.
I can't stand him either, bro.
Bro, I'm not. He talking about he retired.
And I've tried. I've tried a couple times, and I'm just.
It's not my thing, bro.
It's not my thing either,
It's
man.
not mine. It's like he's retiring from music. He just got a Twitch deal for it's like the biggest Twitch deal ever. I don't know what he's gonna be doing.
Yeah, it's just not my thing. I will say this. I went back and watched a couple of the freestyles, and there was a Tech 9 freestyle
Mm-hmm.
when he's introducing 2 new artists. One of them's named Stevie Stone.
Mm-hmm.
Check out some of his work. His voice, you can't replicate that. It reminds me of like C Murder, or
Yeah.
like it's just a deep, dark voice, and he controls your attention with it.
Yeah.
And him and Tech 9, it was him, Tech 9, and I forget Stevie Stone and
Stevie Stone sounds familiar.
something else. He's a beast, man. Check him out.
Yeah,
He's not a fast rapper either. He's not the
Yeah.
Tech 9 style. He's just
spit, giving you some bars.
yes, he's very good. So I get into that, man. I like to see real music.
Yeah, me too, bro. Speaking of voices, we all know Pop Smoke recently passed, and I wasn't
Yeah, I heard about that.
I wasn't really hip to Pop Smoke. I actually heard about him on a random Adam 22 vlog. That's No Jumper host, if y'all know.
Mhm.
And I heard him say Pop Smoke, and every artist I heard him say that was at this festival, I checked out.
right.
So I heard maybe half a song or two. But then when the album dropped, I listen to all music. You know what I mean? I'm whatever drops, I listen to it. Just see what it's about.
I am too.
Bro, dude had something.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I mean? I don't went back to listen to his old shit, but the way he raps, bro, is it was dope, bro.
Yeah.
He had a whole he had a wave.
He had a wave.
He went early, but I like what he was doing, and I like the album.
Yeah, the album was really good.
I like the album a lot.
Mhm.
Another rest in pieces. Juice WRLD album was fire. Juice WRLD album was kind of sad though because it was his confession album. You know what I mean, with all the issues he had and shit.
Right.
But definitely a good album. Those Juice WRLD album is #1 right now.
Right.
And I will say, it's not just hype because usually I be people do shit because a person died, which is kind of insulting to me because it's showing the same love when they're here.
Right.
But I think they both got that love when they was here, and both those albums deserve to be where they are on the charts. I think Pop Smoke's #4 or some shit. You know what I mean? A lot of people hate on the young new guys, but give them a chance, man. Give them a chance for sure.
I agree with that. Some of it though, man.
A lot of it is trash though. I will say that.
Oh, my bad. Some of it I can't handle.
Yeah. No, a lot of it is garbage. My dude Ski Master dropped a song called "Burn the Hoods,"
Yeah.
where he's fighting the KKK and shit.
Really?
Oh, bro. But Cole Bennett, if y'all know what Cole Bennett is, he's a Lyrical Lemonade guy. He do a lot of videos for the younger cats. He is amazing.
Right.
His video directing is amazing. He makes movies.
Yeah. See, I'm not hip.
And when you go with Ski Mask's style, because that's one of the young
I'll check
guys
it
that's
out.
too, his
Yeah.
style, he actually says stuff. He's like the new age Busta Rhymes. So you got to kind of listen.
Listen, and he's
Like-
a hype.
Yeah, he's hype.
Yeah.
He's fast. He's like old Busta.
Yeah.
So, but once you hear what he's saying, you realize it ain't just hype. He's actually saying some shit.
Mhm.
Because I was a big Busta fan, bro. That was my
Busta,
nigga, bro.
what
That,
it is
that,
right
and that
now.
Anarchy album
Busta.
was his
What it-
least sold album, but that album was amazing.
Is that you really want to party with me?
I think it's after that one.
After that one.
After
okay.
that one, he had the song with Jay-Z and DMX.
Mhm. Yeah.
He had a song with MOP. He had one with Ghostface and Raekwon, I think. Bro, bro, he fire. But yeah, Juice WRLD, Pop Smoke. Any more music? You got any more suggestions?
No, shout out to Jose Manzino, our boy Brian.
Yeah, bro.
You guys gotta check him out, man. He's doing fire. His latest song,
Everything he make is heat, bro.
it is, man.
He just need to bring it to y'all, bro. And I promise y'all love it.
Yes.
If you watching, dog, get that music out, man.
I keep sharing, man.
Get that music out,
I
dog.
share everything, man.
You know what I'm saying? I share it when I see it. Let me tag me and I share it for sure because I see it every time you
I
tag
know
me.
we got our steady 25, 50 people listen to us as soon as we drop it.
Yeah.
And then last week, there was another person that hit me up on Messenger. Was like, dude, you guys it's starting to flow by episode 3. And
Yeah.
I'm like, well, thanks, man. Thanks for noticing, bro.
Hey, yeah, we appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I appreciate everybody else who's watching everything else that's been coming out of FNBS Studios. But
Yes, man. It's
we
a
just-
movement.
we just gonna keep it coming, man. And there's nothing else to do but that. That's the goal. Is to chase is everything right now, especially with
Yeah. Tell your friends.
The whole world on shutdown. It's perfect time to get it.
Tell your greasy ass mammy.
You know what I mean? Your greasy ass mammy. But I don't think I got nothing else, Cold Cut, man. If you got something you want to say to the people, anything, you want to leave them with?
Well, I know we talked about comedians.
Oh, yeah, we did have a comedian challenge.
so,
Yeah. I forgot it.
It's okay. So let me just throw.
I got a couple for you,
Let me
too.
just throw out. So right now, would you rather pay money to see Bill Burr or Joe Rogan? That's pretty comparable.
Bill Burr.
Bill Burr.
I like Bill Burr a lot more.
I listen to his Monday morning podcast, man.
I don't get to listen to it like I want to. I need to get that back in the
Dude,
rotation.
he uses motherfucker more than anybody I've ever
Bro,
heard.
that's
in
what I
my
love doing,
life.
bro. But he's so real. Have you seen his cart? You ain't never seen his cartoon series?
Yes.
F is for Family?
F is for Family.
Bro, that
was-
shit is brutal.
And then he was just in a movie with Pete Davidson. So he's, kudos to him.
What movie was he in a movie? Oh, shit.
The one that just came out.
And Pete Davidson, my nigga, he's different.
Staten Island something.
I'm going to check that out. Let
Yeah.
me write that down. I'll be forgetting shit, bro.
Yeah, it's about, because Pete Davidson's dad died in 9/11 in the towers. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's kind of him just talking about his life and
Oh,
kind
you
of
know what? I think I did hear something about that.
king of Staten Island.
Yeah.
Pete Davidson's funny, man.
Yeah, let me write this down.
That bit he's
My
got,
bad, guys.
if you want to see something on YouTube, check out the bit that Pete Davidson has about, what's his name? The white comedian that got in trouble for, hold on.
The Chris D'Elia cat?
No, that guy's, he's annoying.
Yeah,
But,
I didn't like him at the beginning. I don't see how y'all fucked with him. Y'all fuck with some strange people out here.
CK.
Louis C.K.
Louis C.K.
Yeah.
Louis
Oh, what did he
C.K.
do?
Louis C.K. told the head of Saturday Night Live that Pete Davidson was getting high, and that he should do something about it because shouldn't waste his life getting high.
Yeah.
And then turns around like the owner of Saturday Night Live, something Lauren Michaels maybe. That's his name.
Yep.
He brings Pete Davidson in. And he's like, "Hey, you smoking weed?" And Pete Davidson goes, "Yeah." He's like, "Hey, Louis C.K. Just brought it to my attention. Maybe do it in your office." He's like, "I'll smoke pot in my office then."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Good talk. We had to have the talk because Louis." So
What
then he goes,
fuck?
"Fuck Louis C.K."
Bro, didn't Louis C.K. just get in trouble for doing
He
some shit?
did for some sexual harassment or something.
Man, cut out.
Racist.
Y'all all going down for sexual stuff. Y'all need to relax.
Well, there's
bro.
about to be a big thing with that Epstein, bruh.
Bruh, and did you hear about the FedEx driver?
Oh, yeah.
Killed the judge's son, the husband in critical condition, and she was in the basement.
Right.
Bro, but that dude is a lawyer, right? And he had a case in front of her because of some other shit kind of similar.
Mm.
So, you know what I mean? If you play the espionage game, you don't know he could have been used because of that. You don't know. But that shit's scary, dog.
Yeah, you're
This
right.
whole shit is, it's not nothing that's never been in the back of my mind.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a movie watcher. I always have been.
Yeah.
But I got to a point when I was 11 or 12, I'm like, all this shit ain't from imagination. Some of this shit is secrets.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there's a whole documentary about the whole CIA and everything that goes on is planned by
Right.
them and stage. But I really watched that because it's not gonna say nothing I don't think already. But it's becoming a movie out here, bro. 2020 is a movie, man.
2020 crazy, man.
It's 2020 crazy, man. That's the title of the show. You know what I mean?
2020 crazy, man.
But yeah, bro, it's wild, man. It's I don't know. But comedians, back to comedians. I want to do a versus, bro. I got one versus for you.
Okay.
When it comes to raw comedy
Raw.
and take the legend tags off.
Okay.
Just go strictly off they work.
All right.
Richard Pryor and Bernie Mac.
I'm going Richard Pryor.
I knew you was gonna go Richard Pryor, man.
His Sunset Boulevard stand up.
Yeah. Wasn't that your shit growing up, you said?
Man,
Yeah,
I love that
yeah.
motherfucker, man. Cause
Yeah.
that's the one where the guy gets up in the middle of the show. He goes, "Sit down, motherfucker." He's straight you ain't
Yeah.
about to get up in the middle of my goddamn show.
I don't think nobody beats Richard Pryor in any comedian.
I think Eddie
contest.
Murphy had a couple moments there, that bit that Eddie Murphy does, "What have you done for me lately, Eddie?"
I want
Like-
half, Eddie.
Eddie,
That shit, yeah.
dude. But Richard Pryor talks about the time he caught himself on fire while he's smoking crack and
Yeah.
running down the street, and he looks at a bum, and the bum's like, "Can I get a light, buddy?"
He was raw. He was raw.
You know, in that crazy movie, The Toy. You remember that movie?
Yeah.
Dude,
That's
like
throwback
that was
shit,
so wrong on so many levels.
Yeah, Richard Pryor was
But he
different.
made that movie funny.
He was definitely a game changer.
You know, they're about to make that movie with Homeboy playing him, Mike Epps.
Bro, that's going to be fire.
And there's a thing floating around on Facebook of him looking like
Bro, he looks just like that nigga,
a
bro.
little bit, bro.
And you know he already,
Dude, he's,
you know that's his inspiration too,
Yeah,
though, right? So,
oh,
like,
yeah,
that's a dream. This is a dream come true.
This is-
Shout out Mike Epps, bro. Like,
well, this is like Jamie Foxx playing friggin' Ray.
mm-hmm.
You know,
That shit was impeccable.
Yeah.
Jamie kills everything, though, man. I'm sorry. He about to,
Does
he about to kill this
here's
Mike
the verses.
Tyson
Let's
role,
keep
bro.
this verses going.
What's up?
You got, oh man,
Jamie Foxx stand-ups used to be fire,
Jamie
by the way.
Foxx versus Will Smith
In the acting game?
in the acting.
Oh,
Like who? That's there, bro.
These two are my favorite niggas, bro.
Yeah, they're good, man. I thought about that the other day. They had a kind of a versus thing.
Bro,
going on.
I gotta go Will.
See, I would go.
But Jamie ain't to be slept on.
Dude,
no.
I'd go Jamie Foxx.
But Will done did too much
Yeah,
and too good, bro.
Pursuit of Happiness.
Like
friggin'
he didn't
7 pounds.
murders roles.
He is.
Like that nigga always cry, bro. He always like he about to cry when the shit gets serious. Like
Yeah.
nobody can do that like him, man.
You're right.
Nobody can do that like Will, bro. Like the whole little Jada shit, that the conversation.
Man.
He had the same eyes.
Yeah, he did.
I'm like,
dude.
that's why Richard came from real life.
I just wanted to feel good.
Bro, she made me so fucking mad. Like, bitch, leave.
Eat a donut.
I don't care who's offended either by this shit.
Yeah.
That was some bullshit, bro. Will, you a beast. I don't know if you're a beast or like if you should have been like or you should have been like, I haven't felt good in so long.
I just wanted something real.
Oh yeah, and then they laughed about it. He wasn't laughing like you was laughing though.
No.
Like, he wasn't laughing like you was laughing. He
Sound
was
like
laughing like,
nothing.
bitch, are you serious?
It sounded like nothing but excuses.
Yeah, like get the fuck out of that shit made me mad, bro. That made me feel a type
I'll
of way.
be trying to get Eva Mendes in the butt to get her back. That's
Yeah.
a guy. See, that's how messed
Bro,
up.
but you see the picture of him and Margot Robbie?
Mm-mm.
And Margot Robbie bad, bro.
Oh yeah.
Like, but they was snuggly.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I feel like Will been doing this thing though.
Yeah.
They kind of did say some little shit in there.
Yeah. I'm kind of over Jada now.
Yeah,
I will not be watching Red Table
honestly, and this ain't no offense to nobody, but I was over her when she did the collaboration with all the other chicks
Okay.
because some of that shit they was saying was like agendified and like really one sided.
Yeah.
Like I don't like you know me, bro. I'm not about nobody making nobody else more important than each other. Whereas man against woman, black against white, like y'all, all you motherfuckers is the same. Ain't nobody got no right to feel like they better. If somebody disrespecting you, cool, do your thing. But I don't hear nobody preaching about this, me. We all go through shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to hear it.
Right.
And that's where I kind of stopped fucking with her then.
Okay.
But like, yeah, after seeing that, bro, that's terrible.
Right.
That was terrible. I got one more for you. Said the Entertainer,
Mm-hmm.
and we going low key comics, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And D.L. Hughley, two of the kings, who don't do a whole bunch and kind of got that, you know, they don't really stand out like the other ones to me.
I remember D.L. Hughley was the host of that old Comic Jam.
Yeah,
And, dude, he can tear a room up. But I'd have to go Cedric the Entertainer just because he reminds me of the uncle I never had.
Yeah.
Or I yearn
he's the
for.
most relatable motherfucker.
Like when he talks about, boy, I worked at the garage. Boy, bring that motherfucker around, boy.
and we did a cigarette hanging out the lip.
Boy, I worked at the Ford plant for 35 years.
Bro, but then when he did the space
The
shit,
cigarettes fucking bouncing.
he's just real.
Mhm.
Like he's just real.
In the middle of Kings of Comedy, the biggest moment of his life, he slides, acting like a black man's playing ice.
I know what you're talking about. Man. What was it? It was hockey. Yeah.
He's like, then he gets up, plays it off. He's like, man, my whole left side hurt.
Yeah, he bust his ass for
His
real.
hat game's for real too.
He was like, hey, delicious. I ain't finna call no other dude no delicious.
Hey, D.
Just normal shit, and he made it funny, bro. That's natural, like just being naturally funny.
Now, have you heard of the comedian Sebastian Maniscalco?
Mm-mm.
The Italian cat? Check him out, man. He comes from a crazy family.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
And then Theo Von, of course, and then Joey Diaz.
I still got to check out Theo Von.
And then I'm always watching old George Carlin material.
George Carlin was a beast.
Dude.
He was socially conscious, too.
Everything he's talking about, man, is coming true. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, he was one of the prophetic motherfuckers, man. If y'all still ain't checked out Tom Segura, check out Tom. And this is my last one, but Tom Segura is a beast, bro.
Yeah.
And him and his wife do a podcast. Fire. They are funny, bro.
I've watched a few of them.
They are funny.
I watched her stand up. Her last stand up special on Netflix was actually really good.
So Steph will watch a lot of comedy, and if I hear it, I'll watch it. What's her name? Like I might have seen it. I might have to check it out now, bro.
I don't know.
I might have to check it out now and see, bro, because she's funny.
She's funny, and in the stand up, she talks about, it's a little bit about mom humor, and then it's all about trying to still be yourself, whatever, but it's really good.
That's fire. Hell yeah. Well, I ain't got nothing else, bro. If you ain't got nothing else, man.
Sign off, man.
We're going to get about this bitch, man. This has been the Kung Fu Hustle podcast at FBS Studios in the dojo.
Yes.
And sports is back, baby. So we're going to be back next week with more updates.
And
we're
NBA.
We're going to bring some more soul food to you.
I'm going to have a jersey.
We got to have them restaurant stories. You going to come in a jersey? I got to get a jersey.
I want to get a Rodman throwback, the Savages.
Let me know what you get, bro. I'm cop something too, bro. Right, we can get our NBA theme on. I might make an NBA backdrop.
It's gonna be a replica.
You know what I mean? I might put my face on LeBron James. Put your face on Anthony Davis.
There we go. Let's
you
do
know
it.
What I'm saying? Hey, we're gonna see y'all next week, man. Thank y'all for listening. Keep liking, keep subscribing, keep sharing. Tell y'all your friends about us, and see y'all next week.
Take it easy.